pretty even around the contest, even around clearance.
Witz wins this one. Lukosius at the back has the reach. It's good. Suns get the first.
The great Steve Super McPherson played 180 games for the Bulldogs, one of the toughest players we'll ever see. And Holland's beautiful bodywork put it through. Pick 7 in the 2020 draft. Elijah Hollands directly in front. Perfect start coming up. The Gold Coast have kicked the first 2 Sunday afternoon football. We are going to have to be right on top of our game contested possession-wise with the Gold Coast Suns. Credit to them. It's the second game of Ewell and dispossessed. He might get a free kick. In fact, other way, advantage is being paid. Goal coming up. The Bombers have got it in game 201 for Dylan Shield.
Took Miller. He's inside 50. Jeffrey gets to the front, takes it on the second grab. Laverty saying he got plenty of it.
It was the final bit there. How do you pay that a mark?
He did say be respectful, Tim, and Jade Laverty has been penalised with a 50-metre. Archie Perkins, Kyle Langford cleverly gained possession. Not a bad-looking attempt as it got it on line. Quick reply for the Bombers. Kyle Langford's got the goal.
McPherson and Menzies, the only 2 there. He'll head in that direction. Jai's going to have to fly. Got a hand to it. Shield on the burst. Can he finish? Yes, he can! Right on the siren. Gives the Bombers the lead. Dylan Shield with his second for the term, and what a beauty.
Waiting to come on. Rao edged off it by Setterfield. Picked up nicely from Darcy Parish. Good entry. Phillips has been infringed. Advantage paid. Goal for Menzies on offer. He didn't quite get the perch on it. Elwyn Davey. They're going to see a lot of that Bomber fans. His second goal in the big time.
Witz tried to get it to Miller. Bowled him over in the process, and away comes Rao. Inside 50, looking for King, who's trying to get into the game. Over the back, Rose is beaten to it by Laverty, then laid the tackle. Casbolt with strength. Bends it through. Kelly called to go. Arriving was Casbolt with the fist. Durham swoops onto it. Finds Perkins.
Charlie Ballard, an athletic attempt, and now they have got out some space on offer. Ben King wants to dump it long. Casbolt, look how big and strong he was. He ragged on Kyle Langford.
That's brilliant running.
Called to go. Attacks the top of the square. Jones, off hands. Langford. Bombers back in front. Handball to Perkins. Perkins will go himself towards the top of the square. Draper over the back. The big man tracks it back. Can he get rid of Weller? Twist, turns, takes them on, hands it off. Martin, goal, Bombers.
They went to Davey and Menzies then. That's a great kick.
And opens the door. Matt Rao streaming through half forward. Big chance for Ben King. Good hands. First real one-on-one look Ben King's got. 2 seasons after rupturing his ACL in the pre-season. This is such a great sight to see Ben King back as he steered it home for his first goal. He's got it.
Looking for an option. And finds one in space. Well, a breakdown there. Fiorini somehow ended up on his own.
This is the veteran David Swallow in his 199th game, the most ever for the Gold Coast Suns. Sends them forward again. Ben King from the side. Second, third attempt. Picked it up nicely. Lukosius had taken a miracle from there. What a brilliant kick that was.
One of those great battles right in the middle of the ground.
Feels like he's had a greater impact than 10 touches. Jai Caldwell delivers it inside 50. Sits it up for Phillips. Front and centre. Setterfield. Will send it back in again. Hands it off. Constable drives towards the pocket. Casbolt comes thundering out front and centre. Sexton for the finish. Suns are back in front.
Important centre clearance coming up. One on Setterfield to Parish, to Merritt, to Phillips. Just meanders out of the square. He's got Langford, who's having an afternoon out, Nate Jones. Tim Watson.
That's a good kick too, into that pocket of space.
Setterfield decides to play on. Davies the deepest forward. Menzie on the second attempt. That's a really big mark. Collins with the spoil. He did well. The ruckman Phillips. That kick was beautifully weighted from Merritt. Great vision. Releases D'Ambrosio. That kick is equally good to Langford, who is about to have a look at a career best 5 goals. Previous best was 4 goals in round 17 versus the Brisbane Lions. His highlight from last year. Kyle Langford has got a bag of 5. And that is huge for the Bombers.
Here he is again. Off hands. This time it's Jeffrey. Goes towards King. Well-weighted kick from Joel Jeffrey. And Ben King can go back and kick for a very, very important goal. Phillips over the top. Caldwell's been impressive. Bends it inside 50. Menzie versus Hewlin. Sweeping onto it. Martin. Guelphy. Open goal. Parrish. Inside 50. Collins engages. Couldn't complete the mark, but Ballard. Handball smothered away from him. Long. Rowell. Bombers with some numbers now. Gathered by Menzie. Oh, what a finish! 4:64 straight in that third quarter. Ball socket forward. Maybe time for one more. Caldwell. Here's Guelphy for the finishing touch. Floats. And through.
Two undefeated sides into round 3. Anderson gets the final kick, but it's the Bombers who prevail at Marvel Stadium. Ideal start to their campaign. 32,000 in the house. It's all smiles for Essendon. Brad Scott era off to the perfect start. The Bombers back-to-back wins and a 28-point victory over the Gold Coast here.
You're the ultimate swingman.
Yeah, I know. I was half back last week. With Weed out this week, they said you're going forward, and I haven't done one session up forward, so it was good to get a bit of a return this week.
How often do you ever kick 5 goals, mate? Is that something that comes naturally?
No, that was my first time in AFL, I think. So I've kicked 4 last year, but first time 5. So, yeah, I know, I'm just pumped for the win, to be honest. It was a great win from the guys.
And the group, it feels like there's some momentum there going in there at the moment, but there were some swings in the game, but you dug deep. Yeah,
I mean, they fought really hard for 3 quarters, and you know, Scotty was really stern on us 3/4 time just to bring the heat and follow it through. And, you know, it was a great last quarter from the boys. Won by a couple of goals in the end. So, yeah, I think we're starting to build some momentum.